Greetings, my beautiful lovelies. It's Emmy. How are you? It's great to see you and welcome back. Today, I'm going to be making instant cup ramen fried rice. We're going to combine cup ramen, instant ramen noodles, with instant rice. You could use leftover rice and make fried rice. It's a brilliant combination. I've never heard of it before until now. This is going to be inspired by a video I watched on YouTube, of course, by Future Neighbor. I will put a link down below to their original video. And when I saw it, I said, I have to make that just so I know what that tastes like. Like mentally, I know what it's going to taste like, but I really just need to have an excuse to make fried rice and instant noodles. So let's go ahead and do this. I think this would be a great recipe if you live in a dorm. You just need some hot water. I think you could even skip the sauteing part. It'd be super simple. You just mix everything right into the cup. But since the recipe calls for stir frying it like you would a fried rice, that's what I am going to do. So let's go ahead and make this. The first thing you're going to need is some instant noodles that preferably come in a cup, because we're going to mold this into a little elegant cup shape using this cup. If you don't have this, that's fine. I'm sure you could use a pack of ramen noodles as well. You just want the seasoning packets and the noodles. Well, a cup makes it a little bit more convenient because you can do fewer dishes, right? So today I'm going to be using Shin Ramyeon. This is the black, and this is the beef bone broth. I haven't had one of these in a long time. Shin Ramyeon is quite famous and they're spicy in a delicious way. And let's see what's inside. There we are. We have 2 packets, the kind of vegetables and the soup base. So we're going to set that aside for just a minute. And there are the noodles inside. There's some vegetables in there already, and looks like some dried meat as well. We need to crush this up so it will combine nicely with our rice. So empty this into a bag, give it a crush. Now we have a bag of ramyeon bits. We'll place them back into the cup. Whoops, try not to get them everywhere. And I should say that this is the 2.4 ounce container, 75 grams. So going to add the seasoning right in there. We're going to add all of that because that's what's going to flavor our fried rice. I have a video for my favorite fried rice. I love fried rice. It's so great for cleaning out the refrigerator, using up leftovers. I'll put a link down below to that video in case you missed it. It's not necessarily traditional in the sense that there's a ton of wok and all that kind of stuff. It's what I make on almost a weekly occurrence in my house, and it's what my family loves. It's what my mom taught me, so that's good enough for me. So, oh, look, I was expecting that to be veggies, but it's a second soup base. Cool. I've never had the cup version of this. Actually, I haven't had black shin ramen in a long time. So it comes with 2 seasoning packets. Lots of flavor there. So give that a little toss to distribute all of that goodness. I've got some hot water, and we're just going to pour enough water to cover the noodles. Just to cover them. We don't want any broth. See that? Usually you would fill it to that line, but we're putting a fraction of that just to moisten our noodles. I'm going to cover that up and let it do its thing. Okay. Next, I've got some of this, and this is cooked rice. This is instant rice. I don't eat this very often, but I keep a cup in my pantry for those occasions when I need rice quickly. This you can just place in the microwave after you vent it for 2 minutes, and you've got great bowl of cooked rice. Yeah, I'm actually not a huge fan of nuking in plastic, but I'm going to make an exception and do this. So 2 minutes in the microwave after we vent it. Here we go, just like that. Microwave, 2 minutes. While that's microwaving, let's chop up some green onion. I always try to add green onions to my instant noodles. I feel like it adds so much freshness. And in this case, we're gonna add it to our eggs. So chop this finely. So this part I'm going to add to my egg because I'm going to scramble up an egg, and that includes the white portion. For the green portion on top, I'm going to add that at the very end. It's kind of a garnish and a last kind of bright flavor to the fried rice. So this one I'm going to chop even finer. Okay, we've got thicker and then finer, right? That's going to be our garnishy top. That's going to be for our eggs. Now, rice is complete. Take that out and let that cool. And now, let's cook our egg. Now, you can add whatever you like to your fried rice. You can add some lunch meat, Spam, leftover chicken, or whatever protein you've got, tofu, that would be great. I'm just going to be using egg today because that's what future neighbor uses in their recipe, and that's good enough for me. And it's great to keep things simple, especially if, say, you're in a dorm room and you've got only eggs and instant noodles around and some leftover rice. This is perfect. So, not to mention super fast and easy, right? So, heating up some oil in my nonstick pan here. Now I'm going to crack an egg. Not even going to scramble it in a bowl. It's right in my pan. Oh, I should add my green onions too. Adding the bottoms of the green onions as well, and we're just going to mix that all together. Just cook it up. Couldn't be any easier, right? So simple. Now, I'm going to add half a bowl of rice. Cook that in there. About a half cup or so. Okay. Now, our ramen noodles. Here we go. Stir this up. That's all the seasoning that we're going to use for this dish comes from that ramen. Of course, feel free to use any kind of instant ramen you like. Use the brand you like or what you've got on hand. And since the rice is cooked, our egg is cooked, our ramyeon is essentially cooked, we're pretty much done. Just going to combine everything together, make sure this isn't too soggy. Looks pretty good, but I want to make sure all of the rice is seasoned. So stir it well. Smells so good. That is it. That's it. That's it. Look at that. Beautiful. So, I'm gonna add some of this green onion in here. Then I'm gonna add some on the top at the end. So I'm gonna kill the heat. A little extra green. Now we're going, just to make this pretty, I'm going to place this back into the cup. Like that. And we're going to use this as a mold. Right in there. But this is not necessary. Okay, right into our cup. Give it a spin. Then use our spoon and just pack it down. And this way we can make sure we get a nice little sandcastle, you know? Pack it down. Don't push too hard, but we do want it to stick. Okay. Alrighty, lovelies, we are ready to plate. We're gonna take our cup fried rice ramen, place a plate right on top. And turn it over. Dun, dun, dun. That's pretty great. Look at that. Steaming hot. Wow. Now I'm going to dress it with a little bit of green onion on top. Very pretty. And there you have it. Instant noodle fried rice. I cannot wait to taste this. Alrighty, my lovelies, let's finally give our instant ramen fried rice a taste. Doesn't it look great? Look at that. I hope you like green onions. Alrighty, let's give this a go. So you can see the noodles. You can see the noodles, bits of rice, and the onions. Alrighty, here we go. Itadakimasu. Wow, very well seasoned. And again, green onions are so good in fried rice, but that amount of seasoning, I was a little bit concerned it would be too salty, but it isn't because we added about a half cup of rice in there. It's delicious. The perfect amount of seasoning. You get the nice little chew of the noodle in there and that kind of slightly fried, slightly toasty flavor that comes with instant noodles. And then you've got rice in there that's slightly sticky, absorbs all that yummy seasoning. Delicious, delicious. And then you've got egg in there too. I love this. So good. So, so, so good. Shin ramyeon is a little bit spicy, and I love that little addition of heat. It does not taste like a traditional fried rice. It is familiar though in its combination, and absolutely scrum-diddly-umptious. This makes a pretty hefty portion too. Imagine eating an instant noodle with some additional rice, and you know, you've got a pretty big portion here. I think the key to success with this recipe is choosing an instant noodle that you enjoy. If you enjoy that instant noodle, then you will enjoy this in the fried rice version as well. Tasty, easy, fast, inexpensive. If you like all of those things, then this might be the dish for you. This also contains a lot of sodium, so it's probably not something that you would indulge in all the time, but it is delish. Alrighty, my lovelies, thanks so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that one. I hope you learned something. Check out my website. I will include a printable version of this recipe. Like this video, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Toodaloo, take care, bye! No.